Jaguars select Travis Hunter, wide receiver, defensive back from Colorado. The Jacksonville Jaguars select.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
You're on mute.
Hold on, go up a little bit, Hakeem, and go to the on the top where it says best available. Hit the rounds. It'll show the team. Go down a little bit.
Okay.
No. Go back it out. You see how what it says it's highlighted best available on your left where it says teams and everything.
Oh, I don't see.
No, go up a little bit. Yeah. Go to rounds. Yeah, go hit the rounds. It'll show the team. So so there it is. So this is go to the first round. Yep. So here's all the teams that they picked their players and everything. As you see, Cam Ward was picked first round, and Travis Hunter was picked the second round. But go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on the draft? Are you happy with what for your team, who they drafted, and also with the Shedeur Sanders situation?
No, but I'm happy for Cam Ward. That's the number one thing. He's a UM bound. I told y'all he was supposed to win that Heisman, but because he was not the most popular player when it came to aspect of line, they didn't give it to him. And look, he got picked first round. No offense to Sedan Sanders. However, he is also a great quarterback as well, but everybody thought he was going to get the first number one pick, and he did not. Matter of fact, he didn't even get picked at all. However, I give this guy a lot of credit. He have a bright future ahead of him because the way he handled the media was right on spot. Like, even though you didn't get picked, you could be the last one to get picked. Doesn't mean you're not going to be great. You could be the first one and don't even play at all. So even though he was not the first one picked, he still had potential, and I think a team's going to get him now. But not even Travis Hunter, when he did his press conference as he got picked for the Jaguars, he waited, paused for a few minutes, and when they announced his name, Mr. Sanders, and he knows that New Orleans Saints didn't get him, he was shocked because everybody thought he was going to be the next one to get picked, and he wasn't. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with the 49ers with the pick that we got. Things are going good. I can't wait for the NFL draft to start. Go right ahead. Not draft, but the NFL season to start. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna have to agree with your take. I think I was banking on Cam Ward. I'm happy he went to Tennessee. He is from Tennessee, so they brought him back home. I'm happy with our boy Hunter going back to Florida, Duval County. There's a lot of things about the Shedeur situation I think we're unaware of. They said he didn't show up for something, and they say he's kind of, and this is just speculation. I don't know. They say he was kind of difficult to deal with. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is like he has a big dookie chain on. He's already looked like he's already went pro. So, you know what I mean? I don't know if his arrogance might play an issue. Everybody else I've seen has been very humble, very thankful, very giving. You know what I mean? So we'll see where that goes from there.
When it comes to the draft, it was obvious, as Tennessee was saying it for 2 weeks that they wasn't gonna do look at the other players. Once they talked to Cam Ward, that he was the one. So not surprised that Cam Ward was the pick. I was surprised that Jacksonville swapped from Jacksonville to swap from 5 to 2 to get Travis Hunter. But Cleveland, they did a good thing because Cleveland, they got more draft picks for this draft, and also they got a first round pick next year. But yes, I think Travis Hunter, he's going to be really good for Jacksonville. When it comes to Shedeur Sanders, like I said, it's been talking about this for weeks. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick to a top 10 pick to a top 20 pick, and now a couple of days ago they say he might be pushed out of the first round. And and the teams that that needed quarterbacks that I thought he was going to get drafted from was Cleveland, New York, Pittsburgh, and New Orleans. And all 4 of those teams passed on them, and maybe one of those teams was going to pick them up today because the draft just started. But when it comes to Shedeur, there's been plenty of other great quarterbacks who's been drafted, in the later rounds. Brock Purdy, Tom Brady, and Joe Montana, great quarterbacks has been drafted in later rounds. So, this is, it's not going to hurt. I think it's going to bring more of a fire that one of the teams that drafted him, that he's going to show up to the NFL season. And then also for my team, the Detroit Lions, for us, I'm happy for our pick. We got a defensive tackle from Ohio State. It kind of helps us in our defensive line that we needed. For that, so I'm with you, Ryan. I can't wait till the season starts. And then I know the NFL schedule is going to come out May 14th. So be ready, you guys. May 14th. Once we talk about sports, we will announce it here. We'll talk about when the schedules come out for the 2025 NFL season.
Now you got a shout out to Mimi that's also in the building. Co-host of the Shiesty Adventure is in the building. Now that shout out to Albie Wood is also in the building. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Moving on to hip hop. Jordan, what's happening when it comes to the aspect of hip hop news?
Let's go. Let's get into it. So Birdman was on Nick Cannon's podcast, Cannon's Class. And, one of the topics that he's talking about that were kind of viral was that how, some artists that was with Cash Money Records, they was kind of upset at him because, because they never made it to like a Nicki Minaj or Drake or Lil Wayne hotspot. And they kind of it says like every rapper that left Cash Money was never successful without him. And he said it ends up coming right back to them. So go ahead, Clean. Go ahead and play the clip. And then after that, we'll chop it up.
Y'all was grinding independently all the way up for 7 years.
7, 8 years in the game. I started my record label at 15.
Wow. And y'all was doing bounce music. It was the New Orleans bounce. And you wasn't rapping yet, right?